Welcome everybody. Today at the Disc Golf Dungeon, we're doing our first in a series of What's in the Bag. Today featuring Team Disc Golf Dungeon member Travis Lee. Travis, how are you today?
Doing well. How about yourself, sir?
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Now, few people put as much thought into disc selection as Travis does. In fact, it's almost pathological how much he thinks about the discs that are in his bag. I don't recommend anybody think about it as much as he does. You won't get anything done. Travis, let's go through your bag. Tell us what you got in there.
So, we'll start with the high-speed drivers first, of which there are a few. First, the Nuke. The Nuke is extremely fast, extremely stable, especially this one, and I only generally use this when I need to go extremely far. Next is the Force. The Titanium Force is a new addition to my bag. I switched to these from Z Forces because the plastic doesn't break down as fast and it holds that awesome overstability that I love for a lot longer. This is the disc I use on the course regularly for predictability and distance into a wind. It also has really good glide. For, I guess what you would say, fairway drivers, I really only throw the ZXL. It's an understable, kind of flippy, I guess, fairway driver. It does a little bit of everything. I enjoy it quite a bit. The hyzer flips really, really cleanly. And next is the DGA Tsunami. This disc is also relatively new for me. It is quickly becoming my go-to driver for just about anything 400 and under. It's predictable. It will give you just the slightest bit of turn and then crash really hard, and it's an awesome predictable driver. And then we have the Avengers. So this ESP Avenger is a new addition to my bag. I expect it to be a little bit less stable than my Z Avenger. The Z Avenger comes out pretty much on holes 410 feet or so. It stays straight, flexes a little bit, and will finish predictably. I expect this ESP Avenger to flip a little bit, maybe turn some, maybe have a little bit better glide than the Avenger. And then the Avenger SS. This is an incredibly understable driver. I use it almost exclusively for rollers or if I have a 30 mile an hour tailwind at me. Then we have the ESP Predator. This is my go-to driver for extreme headwinds or if I need to finish left absolutely positively 100% of the time. I know exactly what this disc is going to do every time I throw it. For mid-ranges, I throw a Z-Buzz and a Flex Buzz. The Z-Buzz is a good bit more stable than this Flex Buzz. The Flex Buzz is great for a little bit of a late turn in a flight, super clean hyzer flips, and it'll stay straight to the ground, absolutely no fade. As to where this one will have some fade to it, and maybe a little bit less glide, maybe. But generally I'll throw a buzz on holes 350 and under. And then we have the Wasps. The Titanium Wasps are another newer addition to my bag. I've been throwing Wasps for a while. But these Wasps right here fly very similarly to the older Curly Z run of Wasps. This blue one has a good bit more fade than the yellow one, and this yellow one is becoming my go-to mid-range for anything 370, 380 and under. You can really crank on these and rely on them to not turn. And then the Flex drone is just a meat hook. There's really nothing else you can do with this disc. It doesn't go very far. It hits and sticks. If you want it to skip, it'll skip. This disc I generally use for forehand approaches in the 200-foot range. It doesn't get used a whole lot, but when you need it, Flex drone is great. And the Z Comet. This is my stable to understable mid-range. Probably one of my favorite discs in my bag because it does everything. It will hyzer, it will anhyzer, it will roll, it will hyzer flip, it will do absolutely anything. Cannot endorse the Comet enough. The two discs that are not Discraft in my bag are MVP's Ion and Anode in their Neutron plastic. The Ion is my go-to driving putter for anything 300-ish and less. It has great stability, good glide. The plastic is extremely durable. I can't say enough about how good this disc is. And then the Anode is used for a similar purpose, but I use this when I need to go straight. It's less stable than the Ion. It will go straighter for longer. And this is also my go-to approach disc for anything about 100 and in. It stays straight, doesn't come off its line, and it's amazing for what it does. And then my putter is the Discraft Challenger. I'm going back to the Challenger after a period of using Wizards. I feel this is a lot more comfortable in my hand. These old ones have a nice sunken flight plate. It's an amazing stable putter. You know what it's going to do every time, all the time, and I can't recommend the Challenger enough. That's what's in my bag, folks.
Cool. Thank you, Travis.
Absolutely.